Hi, Sierra.
The formula would be hidden somewhere. No way Brad Burton would leave it out in the open. Wow! This is amazing.
In regards to NukaWorld clear production, I think it's obvious that we need to take a step back and examine the facts. Project Cobalt dropped quantum in our laps, so I think it's best we leverage its potential popularity before someone else beats us to market. Additionally, installing the equipment to produce both flavors would cost us a pretty penny, and I'd rather use the funds to promote quantum. We also have our lemon lime flavor debuting soon, and need to work out how to market two clear-colored flavors simultaneously. With all these factors taken into account, I have no choice but to hold off Nuka-Cola Clear production for at least the next 2 fiscal years.
Look, Brad Burton, I didn't fly down from DC to get jerked around. You either sign off on Project Cobalt or I can walk right out that door.
This isn't like deciding what color bottle to pick for our next flavor, General. You're asking me to take my laboratories and my beverage years and basically turn them over to your team. I need assurances that my people and my facilities are going to be treated with the respect that they deserve.
You and I both know that's a load of horse shit. Stop treating me like one of your soft drink competitors. I'm here representing the U.S. military. I already told you you do well.
Fine.
What? How the hell did you know about that?
The military's LEAP-X program. Let's just say you're not the only one in this room that can throw his weight around in Washington, General. I've been following the program ever since its inception, and I have to say that I'm impressed. The ability to keep a human in a state of veritable immortality using a machine, now that's something that I didn't expect from the military. Look, you want me to agree to this proposal, then get me on the LEAP-X list, and I'll sign whatever you want.
I always knew you were a greedy son of a bitch, John. But the last thing I expected to hear is that you were afraid of death. If you know so much about LEAP-X, then you know it's in its infancy, and there are a lot of kinks to be worked out. It isn't as easy as throwing a switch and suddenly you can live forever.
Stop trying to talk me out of it. We both know the enemy is developing chemical and biological weapons, and that my beverageers are the top organic chemists in the world. Our countries are in a race where no one comes in second, General. So you need to ask yourself, can you really afford to stand here and say no?
You had this all figured out before I even arrived, didn't you? Okay, fine. You You want in on the LeapX program, you got yourself
Let's
a
take a
deal.
closer look.
You know, maybe immortality is what's best for you, Brad Burton. Be a goddamn shame to let that ego go to waste.
What do you think is in here? Now this looks interesting. Come on. What on earth? No. It can't be. That's John Caleb Bradburton. Or at least it's his head. Wow.
Who are you? I haven't seen a real human face in so long. I had given up all hope.
Oh my god! It's alive! He's alive! My name's Sierra, sir. I'm your biggest admirer. I love Nuka-Cola more than anything. This is such an honor.
You there, with the pit boy. What are you doing here? You there, with the pit boy. What are you doing here?
We solved your hidden Cappy contest.
The hidden Cappy contest. It all seems so long ago. Another lifetime. That was before I became this monster. Before I was trapped here for centuries to suffer in solitude. This was General Braxton's plan all along. Damn the man. He called it Project Cobalt. In exchange for my weapon design, he would give me access to life-extending technology. I'm such a fool for taking him at his word. He never told me that this would be the price.
Ah, smart enough to invent Nuka-Cola, but you still fell for that?
Yes, make your jokes. But I've still accomplished 10 times more in a single lifetime than anyone I've met, including you. As long as one person in this world still enjoys Nuka-Cola, my legacy remains intact, no matter what I've been reduced to.
A weapon? I don't believe it. Why would the genius who brought so much joy to the world want to make something destructive?
Genius is restless, madam. It must expand, seek new challenges, and explore. It was going to be a quantum-enhanced variant of the standard portable tactical warhead. In fact, the prototypes are stored in this very chamber. You can have them on one condition. I want you to shut off the power to this machine that's keeping me alive. I want to die.
What? No!
Come on! You're a disembodied head, trapped in a vault. You've got so much to live for.
Despite your obvious sarcasm, you clearly recognize my situation for the living hell that it is.
You can't kill him. He's a great man. He invented Nuka-Cola, the best thing in the world.
Lady, you don't know what a torment it is. Being trapped here alone and staring at the same wall, decade after decade. Now please shut up while I talk to your more rational friend here. I realize that what I'm asking isn't easy.
Sure.
When the power is cut, the door to the prototype storage room will open automatically. Take anything you want. I don't care anymore. Just please, set me free at last. I can't bear this loneliness any longer.
Wait. I have an idea. Mr. Bradburton wants to die because he's lonely, right? Well, maybe I could stay with him, you know? Keep him company, give him someone...
If he lives, I don't get the prototype ammo. What can you offer to make this worth my while?
Well, I do have one thing that might interest you. I've got a limited edition Nuka-Cola jumpsuit. It's one of my most treasured possessions.
A Nuka-Cola jumpsuit? Ha!
I sort of feel sorry for him.
Free at last. time.
You wanted the Nuka-Cola formula? Here it is.
So it really was here. You killed the man who was my greatest hero. I mean, who the hell are you to...
He made a choice, and I respected that choice.
It's just that... to get an opportunity like that, and still... I'll never forget that.
If you really want to thank me with caps.
A mercenary to the end, huh? I guess you've earned it. Here. I think I'll stick around here. By the time I'm done, I'm gonna need a...
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do is hear them say. Speak to them. You know they weren't born into that. 4th floor.
Damn Nuka-Cola songs. Stuck in my head again. Leaving us hanging? It ain't exactly encouraging.
Get some, motherfucker!
Hey,
Hey, something I can do for you?
there's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, we won't have any problems.
You want this place? Listen, not trying to piss you off here, but I'm not sure that's gonna work. This is home.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna? Fine, take it. Place is all yours.
Hey, you.
The land's yours, okay?
Not gonna bother you, right?
Hey,
What's up, boss? Okay, boss.
I'm going.
Not gonna bother you, all right?
I'm going.
Hey,
Need something from me?
look alive, Gage.
Hey, boss. What can I do for you?
I need you to get out of your power armor. Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
heads up.
What you need?
Gage,
How can I help, boss?
it's time we parted company.
If you say so. See you back at home, boss.
Yeah.
At least now I'll have time to work on my pi to the last digit calculation. Haven't you already interfered enough? Go away.
Those uglies will think twice before messing with us again. I'm sure I have something you need.
I'll take a look. Sure.
Let me know what you'd like. The farm's not much, but it's something.
Setting this to repeat.
Oh. Wow, you're tall. Not supposed to talk to people I don't know. Well, Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this.
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg.
The Institute.
Sure.
I've been investigating these creeps for over a year.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, There's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
And like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
I was so blinded by anger, I just wanted him dead. Now look what I've done.
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gravy.
Right.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing.
I'm gonna need a really sharp ice cream scoop.
I'm sure you'll manage.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth.
I have to go to the Memory Den either way, if I'm gonna...
I'll head out with Piper. We'll meet you there, Nick.
Sounds good. You two, don't worry.
No loitering.
Ellie.
I'm glad you're here. We got a new case while you and Nick were out. Ready to put on the detective hat?
The only thing I'm ready for is danger and awesome.
I'm afraid hard-earned cap. Anyway, Mr. Nakano didn't leave many details, but if you want my guess...
So is the fedora and trench coat mandatory when solving these cases? Because I'm thinking smoking pipe and British accent.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, Gumshoe. The Nakano residence is up in the northeast, near the coast. A small...
Yes.
Hi.
Yeah?
Good to meet ya. Yes.
Fresh tarberries.
We're in some real trouble
Hey.
here. Good to see I hope you can help.
Seems like the kind of place you can kick back, right?
Welcome to the Slog. We're the only tarberry bog in the common.
It's pretty clever, making a tarberry bog out of an old swimming pool.
I appreciate your saying so. When I came across this place, it was the first time. You probably noticed. I used to live in Diamond City. Until that rat bat. I decided that we ghouls should have a place where we could feel welcome.
It looks like you've done well for yourselves.
It's a good start, yeah, and I'm proud of all the work we've done. Still, I think we can do more. What if this place could be more than just a refuge for ghouls who aren't welcome elsewhere? What if it could also be an example of what we can do? We want this to be a place that everyone looks forward to visiting, with smiling. Maybe we can make people take a second look, you know? Maybe then they'd see that we're not monsters.
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, we can't sell tarberries without traders. There's a gang of super mutants that's been... It'd be a great help to...
I'll take care of those super mutants. I promise.
Good. I didn't know what we were going to do.
Uh-huh.
Any chance we could try and keep stray bullet out of my obituary?
Detective. Possible stealth unit EAO.
Hey, something's out there.
Out there. Somewhere.
I can show them. Guess this is it for you. What was that?
Make
Those
yourself
super
at
mutants
home,
won't be
friend.
bothering you again.
I guess you were the right person for the job, huh?
You seem secure.
Thanks, friend. By the way, we've decided to support the Minutemen.
Let's trade.
Sure thing.
Fresh tarberries.
Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is...
Almost out of pistol. We need to get more of that. And the
What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
I'm with Valentine's detective agency. You asked for help?
Oh, thank God. You have to get working right away.
So, what's the story with you and Nick?
Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some... Things didn't end well. Nick's client double-crossed us once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip. But we got out. And now, my daughter's missing, and there's only one detective agency I know of in the Commonwealth.
Yep, that's me. Lowly partner. I don't even get real business cards.
Right. Getting back to my daughter. It all started with this damn radio.
Our daughter Kasumi likes to fix things. The radio was her latest project.
Until she made contact with some kid.
Or maybe she left on her own. Our daughter is 19. She knows how to survive, and she's capable.
No. She would have told us where... I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it.
I'll find her. Don't you worry.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Project log? Radio. Correction, working radio. I'll finally get some news outside this house. My handle is going to be... let's go with... Ohm's Law. That should confuse the creeps. And if someone actually gets the reference, then we'll at least have circuitry in common. Project log? Lamp. Yep, it's a lamp. Filament plus power equals light. I swear, sometimes I think my parents break these things just to keep me busy.
project log? Myself. I never really thought about who or what I am, but... God. Where do I start? The radio. I was right about the range. I managed to get a signal, a strong signal, from up north. There's a group of people up there. They say they're all synths. Synthetic people. Made by the Institute. They are trying to build a place for their kind, where they can be themselves and be accepted for what they are alongside human beings. It sounds wonderful, but then they started asking about me, and some questions came up. Questions I don't have answers to. I mean, I've always felt off, like I'm not really supposed to be here, but then there are things in my childhood I can't remember, and I've been having strange dreams. I'm going to go to meet these synths. I have to know the truth about myself. They've told me to sail up north to a town called Far Harbor. I can make my way to them from there.
Mr. Nakano.
Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything?
I need to ask you an important question. Are you sure your daughter's human?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking?
I think I know where Kasumi went. A place called Far Harbor?
She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her.
Wait, did you find out why she left, Detective? Who she was speaking to?
What does it matter?
Because I know my daughter, and if she didn't tell us where she went, then she had a reason. Don't you want to know if she wants to be found?
You're right, Detective. Did you find...
Your daughter made contact with a group of synths. She thinks she's one of them.
What? That's crazy.
She's not a synth. She's our daughter. We raised her. I gave birth to her. She's flesh and blood, not a synthetic.
It doesn't matter if your daughter is a synth, Mrs. Nakano. She's still a person who needs help.
But my daughter isn't a synth.
This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance.
A magic boat ride? Will there be sea monsters?
While I know the seas aren't exactly safe, I am confident that boat can get... I know you haven't asked for payment, and we can't offer much, but here, please take it.
Uh-huh.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the chems way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
Sorry,
Tom.
Tinker Tom's got me
With that latest
doing
one,
something.
Mila's got good coverage of the Commonwealth. You got the time? I got it. But if you're here to check out the latest and greatest, that's good.
Let's see what you got.
You got it.
Can't need you in her
This isn't the railroad's darkest hour. We will make it through.
Desdemona.
If you need something, take it. That's what it's there for. Excuse me, I'm busy.
Deacon's record is the best.
Sometimes. Story's got it right. You kicked ass, Admiral did. Hey there. You're Wanderer, yeah? I've been looking for you. Name's Boxer. Boss called me in on account of some rumors making their way through the Commonwealth. There's word that there's some kind of colony of synths way up the coast, all on their own. You heard?
Yeah. There's a girl named Kasumi Nakano.
The name doesn't ring a bell. If she is a synth, doesn't sound like we ever helped her. But I guess those stories really are getting around, huh? I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground. You do the same. If you get anything concrete, let me know.
I suppose you're here for my medical service.
Ham.
Processing. Further supplies needed to maximize defined goals.
Tinker Tom's cooking up something. I hope it goes better than last time.
If you wanted to make me a second printing press while you're at it.
Are you injured? It's a wonder you and Glory don't set off metal detectors.
Hey there. Good to see you again.
It's
For every
one
synth
crisis
that makes
after
it out,
another. Welcome to
around
HQ.
And inside, there's... I think someone was using this as a trash can.
Those uglies think twice before messing with us.
Just go away. Haven't you done enough to torment
Sure, I've got
me
something
already?
you need.
Let's see what you have.
Here's what I've got.
Easy living, this ain't. Looking to buy?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what I've got.
You might want to focus on the valuable salvage. You'll break your back carrying worthless scrap. Huh?
Mama Murphy says, what is her word, kid? No more cows. And no more sight either. I told you Sanctuary would grow. Sight never lies.
I'm busy.
What have you got to trade today?
This place is really coming together, huh? I can't take all the credit.
is Far Harbor. We don't get many visitors around here.
We don't need no freeloaders or more help, mainlander. So you can get back in your boat and leave.
Alan, this isn't your dock. It belongs to the whole town. And that means strangers are welcome. Sorry, you've caught us during a difficult time. But Alan's got a point. Not all visitors had good intent.
A young woman from the Commonwealth named Kasumi may have passed through here. Her family hired me to find her.
Some sort of detective, huh? Well, she came through here all right.
Something's coming through the fog!
You, help us defend the town, and I'll answer any questions you have. Take a post at the top of the wall, near the main gate. The hall never lets us down. Now follow me!
Man the hall! Something's out there! I'm sure you saw something. This ain't a drill!
What the hell?
Eyes peeled, everyone!
Open the gate! I've got wounded out here!
Mariner? There's no time. Look to the fog. They're coming.
Gulpers!
Oh, God! Defend yourselves!
Ready all! Over at will!
It's over.
No. Eyes on the fog. Something's coming.
We made it. I can't believe it. Thank you.
Avery.
And now you see what we're up against. The fog and the creatures it spits out have taken the whole island from my people. For your help when we needed it. You deserve this.
If you managed to survive despite all that, you must be tough.
Ornery, more like.
I'm done cowering behind your damn hull, Avery. Time you let me deal with the real problem. With the right people and my guns, I can end those Children of Adam cultists for good.
The fog's been here forever. The children didn't make it.
Before the Rat Eaters came, the fog was under control. It's time we do something.
No need to burden a stranger with all this nonsense.
What's the deal with the Children of Adam?
They're religious folk. Worship the power of Adam. Which is radiation, I guess. If you want details, you'd have to find and ask them. We used to have a peace with them until a certain hothead menace named Alan Lee...
Now that's enough. That preacher came into the harbor saying that it was Adam's will that we lost our land. That it was Adam's goddamn will that we lost so many friends and family. And that the Atom would wipe this whole place clean of us.
If it were up to me, you'd hang for what you did to that preacher, Alan.
What did he do to the preacher?
Alan pulled a gun on him. He claims the preacher reached for his. We don't have police, or really any law. Just custom and popular sentiment. And after everything the preacher said, it was abundantly clear doing anything to Alan would have made matters worse.
Have the children made the fog worse?
Absolutely not. There's not one bit of evidence.
Geiger counters don't lie, Avery. The fog's gotten more lethal year over year. And now the fog's covering the whole island. But only after the children came.
You know as well as I do that's happened before. Sure, people have theories the children are involved, but no one, and I mean no one, has proof.
Can we get back to business?
Sorry for all that. You're here for Kasumi, right? She headed inland to the Synth Refuge, Acadia. Getting there will be dangerous. You'll need a guide. Old Longfellow. No one knows the fog like him. But, word of warning, he's a bit of an acquired taste.
What can you tell me about Acadia?
Ask Longfellow. He's the only one that's been there.
What's old Longfellow's story?
He's the best hunter on the island. Fearless. Some say crazy. If someone needs to get to Acadia, people around here are known for being stubborn. But Longfellow's got a rep...
Thanks for the info.
Best place to look for Please, lend a hand around town if you're able. And let me say something.
Bait shop's got everything you need. Welcome to the bait shop. If you need any odds and ends, I'm your man.
Let's trade.
Of course.
Souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself, because this island
keep buying his pipe
here. I should know.
The gun's free.
But you gotta be
Sounds interesting. I'd like to hear it.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of thought. It was lumber, and the island's been getting revenge ever since. Killing us off one with the stranger.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger.
Now, on to the first chapter. Petey was. He was out. Anyway, he made it back.
Right.
Of course, those ferals are still out there, waiting to kill the next.
Sure. Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good, good.
Food in front, dock and back. The bait shop.
We're the only
Captain
bar in
Avery
town.
said you can get me to Acadia?
Heard there was a scuffle out
We're trying to have a
there. You
conversation.
get your hands dirty? I'm done leaving people to their deaths in the fog. Last fella couldn't keep up. Didn't last 5 minutes.
Some parents are worried about their runaway daughter. She went to Acadia, and I need to find her.
If someone's headed for Acadia,
This girl's all her family has. You'd have to be a real wretch not to give a damn.
bah! This goes against all reason. But I can get you to Acadia. But you've got to listen to me, Go where I say, when I say it. Still won't be easy. Then the real work can begin.
Let's go, Longfellow.
Follow me, then.
If you don't like the service, there's the door.
Excuse me.
What's your order, sweetie?
Hey there.
Mainlander, today's your lucky day. Free beer for ya. Ha ha!
You have anything a bit stronger?
Pushing your luck, are ya? Ha! I like it. Take this. Top shelf all around. So, drink up. You stay here over long and the fog will claim you. Might as well meet her with a belly full of fire, eh?
Let's see what you have on tap.
Music to the...
Keep your guard up. Acadia is above the fog line on the mountain. It's a bit of a hike. You might want to take this for the road. Tastes foul as sin.
Hey, a mariner.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. She wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner. Shipwright, handyman. The only one keeping the harbor afloat.
Town's luck.
You blowing smoke. I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand.
Sign me up.
Eagles Cove Tannery.
We need to move through the main drag. Old Mountain Trail is where we're. The fog ain't like nothing you've seen in the Commonwealth. Mainlanders think a dose of Radaway is all you need. Tracks. Fresh ones. Trappers. When the bullets start flying, find cover. Keep your head down.
Into the breach we go!
You're not half bad, Scrap. Figured I'd have to take care of a lot. Might just make a proper Far Harbor woman out of you. See, the fog can do a number on you. Get you all turned around. Does something to your brain. Trappers were mean to begin with, but now... What was that?
Got you!
Let's count the ammo and see what's left. Game trails crisscross the road. Don't be surprised if we got local wildlife to deal with. no higher than your knee. The whole island was covered in fog. The fog eventually rolled back. People resettled, but they got comfortable. Started taking things for granted. Folk got short memories. All this has happened before. Gulper's got a fondness for fresh water. A small gulper, like the ones in these parts, is a fair challenge. Now the big ones, they can grow 2-3 times the size of a man. Good thing you don't see too many of them. You're going down! That was refreshing.
Better in our hands anyway.
Hold there. Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here? Another rad-worshipping lunatic, that's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those, too?
Who's she?
One of them children of Adam preachers started off as pests.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. You. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest.
What's Acadia done to make you distrust them?
They supply Far Harbor with the means to turn back Adam's holy fog. You'd do well to avoid such creatures, and instead seek the only true master of this land.
You do know you're crazy, right?
Watch yourself, outsider.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on. Up ahead, the air's clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now.
Excuse me.
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong.
You should come with me. I can still use your help.
All right. Don't know what's more sore, my back or my feet.
thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really? I'm impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
Who or what she is isn't important.
But it is. It's everything. Imagine just looking at your own hands and having to wonder, was I born with these, or were they manufactured? None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie, that someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to... One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came to us. Tell me, are you a synth?
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe? Have you ever questioned your humanity?
I have to be honest, in the back of my mind, I've always suspected.
That's what I thought. If you don't mind, what's the first thing you can remember?
I remember being in my house the day the bombs fell. We ran to the vault. We were frozen. I was the only survivor.
No memories before then? Just a single day, and then waking up alone? We so easily accept what's presented to us as the truth, don't we? Isn't it funny how a memory can feel like a whole different reality? People, places, even sounds and colors can change. Or someone else has changed them. I won't lie to you. There will always be other explanations. Trauma, disease, the background radiation. They all take their toll on the mind. But I can promise you that we will accept you, no matter what you decide you are.
Thank you. You've given me a lot to think about.
I'm glad to hear it. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase, and I'm sure you're eager to talk to Kasumi.
I'm part of a group that helps synths. A railroad.
Really? I don't understand why a group dedicated to helping synths would convince them through fear that their only option is to hide. Yes, they volunteer for the memory wipe. Yes, not knowing you're a synth makes it harder for the Institute to find you. But the cost, I know how frightening it is, the risk of capture. But sacrificing what you are, avoiding the true struggle to be accepted as our own form of life?
I hadn't thought about it like that. I'm sorry.
So am I. Your heart is in the right place, and it's unfair of me to judge, while I enjoy relative safety from so far away. Was there anything else I can do for you?
So, everyone here in Acadia is a Sith?
Yes. Either they were escapees we managed to find before the Institute could, or they were victims of a mind wipe, and we revealed the truth to them.
Who are you? What's your story?
I came to this island over a century ago, hiding from my creators, the Institute. But after my escape felt secured, I was left with nothing. No programmed task. No false memories. I spent a year just sitting in a cave. Just sitting. One day, it finally occurred that maybe I could decide for myself what to do, who I was. Was there anything?
I should get going.
Of course.
Perhaps we're in there a long time. Are you feeling all right?
I'm fine. You worry too much.
Sometimes I feel like you don't worry enough. You know we blew 3 more relays this week. I'm coming in. You stay right there.
Dima?
Acadia is open to you. Did you need anything?
I should get going.
Of course.
I was having a hard enough time keeping up with repairs before all this nonsense with the atom lunatics.
There's nothing you need to be
talked to
concerned
Dima
about.
You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's
You're right. It is a good cause. Synths definitely deserved.
It's so good to hear that. Very encouraging. Please, make sure Dima knows that. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and sometimes I worry about... well, if I... and that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep...
Seems like he's lucky to...
Thank you. That's very...
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if you're determined to help, there is something you could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. It's not them. I'm concerned about you, Dima. You can't solve all the... The boat never finished the trip, you see. So the drives are still out there. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so...
What happened to the boat?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Sure thing, Faraday.
Thank you.